ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town. And the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too. And all of it adds up to make it terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
The action has already started. In with the challenge. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. It's not taking him long. That's going to be a booking. And it's Jimenez. Looking to get within range. Over to the left. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Etiquette. Can't get the better of his opposite number. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
This game is in need of some excitement. It needs help, and it's down to the creative and striking talent to up their game and give this crowd something to cheer about.
Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Hoists it forward. Well positioned to make that interception. That's put paid to a promising move. Etiquette plays it forward. Either side really getting hold of the ball.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Pumps it into the area. All Black catches it safely. And it's played forward. A buccaneering run from the defender. There are a few waiting for it. It's gone a long way up and away. Atletico Madrid get it back again. Hit long and direct. That's clear cut, it's a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. There will be a throw-in. Gets it into the middle. Just brushed off the ball there. Well, try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Witsel. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Forward it goes. Tries to get it forward quickly. And the first 45 minutes are up. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. To review the first. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Longley. Griezmann. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Longley drives it forward. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. He's off on a marauding run. Good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, he was thinking about headlines, I'm sure, but he ought to focus more on breaking lines.
Hoists it forward. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Well, the referee has bought that. I'm not sure I have. Draw your own conclusions. I've drawn mine.
Well, it looked like a dive to me too. The theatrics were a poor attempt to convince, weren't they?
Atletico Madrid presented with a golden opportunity here. Oh, he saved it!
Well, it's always worrying that the psyche is affected after a missed penalty.
Forward it goes. And it's played forward. Longley. Longley tries a pass forward. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Could be a chance here. Has a hit! Sticks it away! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that favour.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Real Sociedad break the deadlock.
Well, we certainly had to wait for it, Peter. Now a difficult decision. Is it stick or twist? Real Sociedad are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Witzel battles to win it back. Griezmann. And now they can launch a counter. Jimenez. And it's got through. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver. Real Sociedad are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Atletico Madrid. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. It's Azpilicueta. Atletico Madrid to make one last surge forward. Looks to set one up.
Atletico Madrid need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Longley. Pinged one through here. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it ends 1-0, an enthralling game and an agonisingly narrow defeat.
Look, I think a draw might...
There's the whistle and here we go. Witzel. Jimenez. Jimenez goes on an adventurous run. Tries to locate someone up front. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. And that's put paid to a promising move. Good challenge, he just stood firm. There's a long ball. All Black gets it upfield. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it.
Real Sosiedat.
Atilequeta with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Witsel. Witsel drives it forward.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Jimenez gets away from his opponents. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Played in deep. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it.
Well, we don't even need to look at the stats, do we, Peter? 0 attempts, 0 goals, and excitement, forget it.
And they've been caught out here. All Black will lay claim to that. Atilequeta plays it long. Here it comes. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, that's where he wants it. He's made sure that that won't get through. Just brushed off the ball there. Forward it goes. Cuts it out. Hoists it forward. Looking for space out wide. Witsel. Just joined us, you'll be glad to know that you haven't missed a goal. Still going, where to next? Up he gets! Goal! Atletico Madrid! Atletico Madrid take the lead! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
He's got options out wide. He's got the ball glued to his feet. There are a few waiting for it. Gets the better of his man. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Nicely measured pass. Ball's loose, who's getting there? That's a good ball to find it. Shapes to shoot! They've scored! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So that's 2 now. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. We can review the first half.
Atletico Madrid are 2 up and everything is shaping nicely. The only criticism, it could have been 3.
Atletico Madrid ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. Here we go again. Real Sosiedat to retain the ball, but seemingly in no rush to break forward. Tries to get it forward quickly. It's a long ball, but it's not hit its target. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Back to the keeper and go again. And it's played forward. Hoists it forward. Tries to get it clear. And that is as far as they're going to go. Forward it goes. And he's straight offside. Tries to get it forward quickly. Raspilicueta. And now the breakaway. Gets wrestled off the ball. He's making good use of his strength there. Just refuses to be out-muscled. Atletico Madrid are 2... Has a pop!
Oh, and things were shaping up very nicely there after the little drop of the shoulder.
Jimenez. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Pumps it into the area. Hoists it forward. Defending of the desperate variety. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Raspilicueta. Forward it goes. Has he picked him out? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
And it's played forward. Has he found his man? It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Tries to get it forward quickly. Has a hit! Danger averted for now. The changes then in quick succession.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Hoists it forward. Right through the middle. Could try cutting inside here. Going through. No foul, says the referee. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
To the last 5 minutes. More than happy to take the muscular approach. And the finish! Oh, taken with style! With so little time left, grandstand finish! That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Real Sociedad give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. Raspilicueta. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Played into the middle. Timely intervention.
Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this.
is that? Whatever the shortcomings on either side, it was a great game to watch, just one between them. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? Well, we're on the way. That's Piliqueta. Out to the left it goes. Nicely measured pass. He's got away. Face to face with the keeper. Out to the right. That is terrific skill. Has a pop! Oh, that is rather wayward. Witsel. Jimenez. Witsel hoists it forward. Longley. Can he deliver? Real Sociedad starting the game with good energy, looking to take control of proceedings if they can. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Gets it back. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Forward it goes. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. And it's Azpilicueta. Good challenge, he just stood firm. It's an untidy challenge, free kick given.
Real Sociedad have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Well, a chance to break. Longley. A move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Well, that's where he wants it. Just brushed off the ball there. Well, they could break here. Ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That's Piliqueta. And it's played forward. Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. What an adventurous run from a defender. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? He gets past his man. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Tries to get it forward quickly. Can he find a finish now? Oh, great defending, that needed doing. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Hit into the middle, up to meet it! Goal! Atletico Madrid! A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Well weighted. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. And we've reached half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with the first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain the momentum now and finish the job.
Atletico Madrid head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we're already back underway here. Atletico Madrid carrying a 1-goal lead. Oh, sweet feet. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Shot at goal! Really well taken goal. The second half sparked straight into life. Well, he was never going to miss from there.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great poaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Shoots! Good strong hand by the keeper. Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Hoists it forward. Shapes to shoot!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
And it's played forward. Ball's out on the left now. Has gone out. nicely controlled. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Gets a good foot in there. Ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Sticks in a foot to win it back. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Witsel plays it forward. Done very well to intervene. Trying to get there. It's a promising run he's making on the right. There's the delivery. And he's got his range wrong there. Forward it goes. Witsel goes looking. That's Piliqueta. It's got through.
Atletico Madrid merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Battles to win it back. Tried to play it through.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Gets it back. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. It's a loose ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And the shot! Goal! Atletico Madrid into the lead once more. Contact was crisp and clean. That was just a rocket.
Oh, the contact was fantastic. Right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
Atletico Madrid take the lead.
Oh, this is fully deserved for me because they've shown great heart and spirit. It's there to win from here, or dare I say, throw it away now.
Hoists it forward. Looking for space out wide.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
It is just a question of running down the clock now. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Atletico Madrid win it by the odd goal. Almost nothing in it, perhaps a draw would have felt fairer. And that gets things running. That's Piliqueta. Witsel. And it's Jimenez. And he's got the ball glued to his feet. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Forward it goes. As Piliqueta gets it back. Has he picked him out? He's made sure that that won't get through. It was a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Breaks on. He's tried one. He's got away with one there.
A chance that's created through very good grafting. Did well to get in the face of his opponent.
As Piliqueta has given away a free kick. Real Sociedad making a good start. Nice level of intensity in their play. Jimenez. Jimenez plays it forward. Get a throw in. That's Piliqueta. He's pulled him up for that challenge. And it's Azpilicueta. Tries a shot!
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Tries to get it forward quickly.
Real Sociedad have pushed both fullbacks into quite...
Oh, shooting chance! It's off target and by quite a way. Jimenez. Witsel. Witsel drives it forward. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Hoists it forward. And it's played forward. Defending of the desperate variety. As Piliqueta did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Gets the better of his man. Tries to dink it in. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Atletico Madrid!
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Atletico Madrid take the lead, 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
He's got through. A real chance to break. And try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. He's had that put on a big chance! Sticks it away! That was easy, almost too easy.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the passer to pick him out.
Real Sociedad grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Battles to win it back. Has a hit! A real chance and a real let-off.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Forward it goes. Jimenez. Raspilicueta. Longley. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. That's great strength on the ball. Raspilicueta. That is going to be the final action of the first half. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. Atletico Madrid head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, one each. And the game right on edge. Second period then underway. Tries to get it forward quickly. Witsel. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? And it's Jimenez. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level.
Going for goal! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He was so quick off the mark there, read the ball beautifully. If only he could have found a half-decent finish.
Raspilicueta hoists it forward. Longley. Atletico Madrid keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Raspilicueta. He goes long. It's a goal kick. Witsel. Witsel. And it's played forward. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Forward it goes. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's got through. It's a throw. Could be a chance here. Real chance! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Real Sociedad get it back again. Receives it in a good position. Chance!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Witsel. Raspilicueta. Longley. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Hoists it forward. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Witsel. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Now the counter. Going through. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Well positioned to make that interception.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Forward it goes. Tries lifting it over.
Atletico Madrid showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Looks to clip it forward.
Real Sociedad merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Plays it long. And they've been caught out here.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Witsel.
They're playing as if time is on their side when it's fast running out. They've got to quicken this up.
And that's it. A game chock full of moments and talking points. It could have gone either way, but chose in the end to share its spoils. It ends in a highly entertaining draw. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went